first one is Mike Fichter. Mike is the president and CEO of Indiana Right to Life. Mike has done tremendous work, especially in the area of Teens for Life, and he may share just a little bit with you. He also has written a book, and I don't think he gave me a copy of it. The title is Viability, and I think it's just hot off the press. He does have some for sale back here, and I know I intend to get one tonight. Mike is a humble man who is passionate, just as Colin is passionate for life. That's Mike Fichter. And Mike, we are very proud of you and the work that you do. And while Mike is coming, I'm also challenged by a young man named Matt to... Thank you. Please welcome Mike.
You asked me to say a few words. You didn't tell me you were going to load a showstopper as the first speaker tonight. That's tricky. That's very tricky. Well, it's a real thrill for me to be here tonight. This is actually the first time I've spoken in the Lafayette, West Lafayette area, so that's exciting to me. You can be very proud of this gathering tonight with over 700 folks. You are actually the fourth county in Indiana that has smashed attendance records for pro-life banquets this year. So this is a very exciting turnout. Thank everyone for being here. One of the great thrills that I have as part of my job is I get to travel all throughout the state of Indiana. And the most fascinating place for me still is a town called Mount Healthy, Indiana. Has anyone in this room been through Mount Healthy? Okay, here's Mount Healthy. I kid you not. When you drive in, there's a big sign that says, "Welcome to Mount Healthy." The very next thing you see is this huge hillside with a cemetery on it. And I get the mountain part. I don't get the healthy part of that community. So it's a little scary. You drive through it, and you just want to hurry on through it. But I can also tell you, as a history buff, I was absolutely thrilled driving up today to pass through Waynetown, Indiana. Some of you may know that Waynetown is actually one of the few known burial sites for a member of Lewis and Clark's Corps discovery. And if you know your history, you know that Lewis and Clark's expedition had a major impact on the early development of this country as they took a fantastic journey from St. Louis, Missouri to the point where the Columbia River pours into the Pacific Ocean. But did you know that they almost did not succeed in that journey? In fact, when they reached the Montana-Idaho border, today's Montana-Idaho border, and they reached the Bitterroot Mountains, it was at that point, after a year of travel, after a year of fantastic success in traveling up the Missouri River, they knew they were not going to find a water route to the Pacific, but they thought the Pacific may be shortly on the other side of this single mountain ridge. And when you've been to the Bitterroot, you know when you get to the front range of that and you look west, all you see are mountaintops as far as you can see. And it was at that particular point that Lewis and Clark and Corps Discovery faced its very own gut check time that literally determined whether or not they would succeed. Lewis and Clark understood very clearly that if they were to see the foam of the Pacific at that point, they had to cross the Bitterroot Mountains. It was their gut check time. And I believe with all of my heart the pro-life movement is facing its gut check time right now. We are at a point in this movement where we've had fantastic success, but now we are faced with an administration in Washington that wants to shut down our ability to even have gatherings like this tonight. We are at that gut check time in the movement, and it's going to take clear vision, it's going to take extraordinary leadership, and it's going to take raw courage, and it's going to take a plan. That's why I'm thrilled to present to you very briefly tonight, for just the second time publicly, the 5-year strategic plan of Indiana Right to Life. By 2015, with God's blessing, these will be our driving goals in the state of Indiana. Number one, we will create an army of 250,000 pro-life folks across Indiana, unified and engaged through the power of social networking to impact this state unlike any other time in history. We will do this to tap into the next wired generation. Number two, we will raise up the next generation of the life movement through the power of our national teensforlife.com youth outreach site. By 2015, we have set as a goal to have over 1 million teens on our Teens for Life social network. where our watchword, if you pull up that site, is join the revolution. Number 3, we will partner with Indiana's network of pro-life crisis pregnancy centers to increase their number of clients using their free services instead of patronizing Indiana's abortion businesses, making it ultimately less profitable to conduct abortion businesses in the state of Indiana, and in the meantime helping thousands of moms choose life for themselves and for their babies. Number 4, we will pass legislation that will reduce Indiana's abortion rate by at least 25% compared to today's rate. By promoting the choice for life, promoting legislation that will truly inform women, and at the same time, cutting off every single dime of state taxpayer money that Planned Parenthood is getting from you right now. Number 5, we will engage in a statewide campaign to increase by at least 50% the number of people in Indiana who declare that the life issue is a priority issue when they go to the polls to vote. And what this will mean is that if you run for public office in the state of Indiana, the first question you're going to get from voters you meet on the street is, are you pro-life? Number 6. Number 6, and this is where we're dreaming mountaintop, dreaming outside the box, swinging for the fences. We'll create a national foundation based in Indiana to provide the life movement coast to coast with the tools and the training needed to grow stronger and more effective. Our bottom line is Indiana Right to Life is positioned to be a catalyst to build a movement that is in this thing to win. This is our time on history's stage. This is our time of great challenge. This is the time when every single person in this room must rise up and be a game changer. Tonight, as you hear these presentations, as you listen to Governor Huckabee, on behalf of Indiana Right to Life, on behalf of Tippecanoe County Right to Life, I pray that you will make a decision before you leave this room, that this will be the night you will take a stand for life and be a game changer for the country that you love. Thank you.